What's up, hard chargers, and welcome back to another episode of Hodgepodgepreneur with me, Kyle Miller. And if you're anything like me, you have a lot of business ideas. All M&M trail mix. A trampoline park that's actually a park. You can bring your dog. A restaurant that serves holiday meals every day. So you can have Thanksgiving dinner during the 4th of July. Whatever your business idea is, the thing that is difficult about it is that you need tools that help you run that business. And whenever it's a startup, it's very important to make sure that those tools are very cost effective so that you can A, look very professional, but B, do so on a good budget. And today I want to talk about one of those tools. It's a free tool. There are paid versions of it, but the free tool is all I've ever needed, and it's called Canva. And you may have heard the word Canva before, or you may have actually been on there, but it is not hard to use. It's very user-friendly, and the free version is all I've ever needed in order to give my businesses a professional look. Whenever I owned a food delivery company, there were often times where we were accused of being a nationwide franchise because we're able to always keep our marketing message and our marketing material all on point, meaning that they all had the same font, they all had the same color palettes, the message was all around the same, and so people thought that, well, this must be a franchise. I took that as a compliment because it made us look very professional. So Canva could take care of your invoices, your marketing material, whether that's paper marketing material, table toppers, posters, direct mail flyers, YouTube thumbnails, Facebook posts, you name it. Canva can do it. For that reason, I wanted to get on here and show you around Canva and show you how I can use Canva to make things look really good that didn't look so good at first. It can even make me look good. Let's hop into it. I'm going to do a screen share with you guys right now so you can see what's going on with it. That's the good name for the trampoline park. Hop into it. Okay, so here we are on the home page, and again, just a reminder, this is not me showing you exactly how to create any one thing. I just want to show you an overview of what all Canva can do. And everything I am showing you is the free version. There is a paid version that you can take a gander at, and it has a few more perks to it than the free version, but I'm going to show you how I've used the free version in the past, or what all I've used it for. So just a quick overview right here. These are all the things that it can do. It can give you YouTube thumbnails, which Canva is what I use to make my YouTube thumbnails. And again, I use PowerPoint to edit it a little bit before I put it in here, and then I do some tricks to it once I get it in here. You can't make a whole YouTube video, but you can put like an introduction thing in there, an intro, outro. You can use it for. I've taken the resume portion and edited that so that I used it as a synopsis to a client that I was doing some consulting for. So they asked me to review a business plan for them and give them feedback, and so I used this template to create a really good looking feedback piece. You can do flyers, you can make print stuff on here, flyers, business cards, certificates. I've used this for like a morale boost. I made like funny certificates to give to employees. It's just kind of poking fun at something that they did or an accomplishment that they made, but in a funny way, because let's be honest, a real paper certificate would be stupid. And so the ebook cover, this is a good one. I'll show you where I use the ebook cover to create a lead magnet, and we could talk a little bit about what a lead magnet is. You can use this to make a PowerPoint presentation so it can look even better than what you might be able to do in PowerPoint. Instagram posts, logos. So if you're a brand new startup business, don't pay somebody to do a logo for you. You can come in here and you can make a logo happen pretty easily. Infographic, we've used the infographic for both printable material that we gave to restaurants when I had a food delivery service, and I think I have that one in here I can show you. And what we did was everybody was confused about what we did and what the restaurant did and how we were different but the same, and so we printed this, gave it to the restaurants, and they handed it out to folks. We also used it as like a table topper, so it could be put at the center of the table when people are eating and they could get our information there. You can use this for your Facebook covers. So you see people with the fancy Facebook covers that are lengthwise like this kind of. You can use it for that. We used it. You can also use it for Facebook posts or social media posts. So brochures, and Canva will print all this stuff for you and deliver it to you, or you can download it and take it to your local print station, whether that's Staples or whoever else you might have. If you are opening a restaurant, you can make your menus on here and make them look pretty sweet. If you need to put together letterheads, let's say you're a lawyer or an insurance agency, something like that, somebody has to do a lot of paper stuff, you can create your letterhead in here, make that look good. If you are an artist and you make music, you don't have to pay somebody to do the CD cover for you. So pretty cool stuff in here. All these things that it can do. I mean, it's pretty much endless of what you can do with this. And I know I told you about creating invoices using Canva. So you can create some pretty sweet looking invoices so that it looks really professional. Honestly, I think the more professional people's invoices look, it's that little detail that make people take you that much more serious. I think when you give them an invoice on a Post-it note or the back of a napkin or just a plain old Word doc, I honestly think that it's underwhelming to most folks. Let me show you some of the ins and outs of this. So the way that you do that is you come over here to create design, and we'll do a YouTube thumbnail, and then I'll just go down the side over here of what you can do. The cool thing about Canva, amongst a lot of things, is that it gives you all these ideas over here of stuff that people have done in the past, and some of it's free, some of it's not. You can see when I hover over it, it has that word free there, and when I don't, or when I do hover over it and it's not free, it doesn't have the word free there. Another way you can tell is that once you bring it in, it has the Canva watermark, and you can see right here it says remove watermark. If you want to remove the watermark and purchase this layout the way that it is, then you click that and you can purchase it. If you had the pro version, so anytime you see this crown, that means that the pro version, this would have been free. So otherwise though, it's really cheap. It's $1. So there's all kinds of things in here that anything you buy is $1. So if you're not going to need to buy stuff that often, if you do your own photos, or if you go to like unsplash.com and get photos from there, then you can download those in here, and I'll show you that in a second, and you don't have to pay anything. But $1 ain't bad. And I'll be honest, some of the things I've seen on here where they're charging for it, you can get it for free on Unsplash. So, but you can choose any one of these templates, and you can see I can just click it and it fills in right there. Then you can go into their photo section, and again, some of these are free and some of them you have to pay for. But they have, this is like the human version of a photo. So if I wanted to change the photo of her, for example, I could click this, I could drag it over here, and I could expand it and make it so. And then it's, like I said, it's pretty user friendly as far as its intuitiveness. So it's pretty obvious that if you right click this, you could get some more options, and you're like, oh, send backwards. So you can make it go back behind there. You got the undo up here, which takes everything back to how you had it. But there's the human version of pictures, and you can search them. There's a lot of photos out here. Let's see here, fitness. So I could change her out with another girl if I wanted to. And that's another cool thing too. Sometimes if these are broken into panels like this was, it'll fill that panel for you. So I don't know if you caught that, but I just drug it over there and it said, okay, you want to fill that? Or I can put it over here on the other side if I wanted to. And again, you see the crown, which means pro, which means you have to pay for it. But if you get it and you wanted to remove the watermark, again, you'll see it's only $1. So pretty cool. Now, I had said these are the human photos. There are, and it's not just like human beings. You could have searched coffee cup or whatever, right? But so I searched fitness over there and I got a human. If I do fitness over here, it's more of like a cartoon or a thumbnail type thing. So you could, it just depends on what type of look you're trying to give it, you know. So obviously the two of those don't go together, but so that's pretty cool. And the other cool thing I'll mention about these templates is that it is a reminder to me that you have to keep a theme. So I think whoever creates these, they're pretty professional folks, and these are pretty professional creations. And you can definitely tell that they keep with a theme. Like the font matches what the theme is. The color of the font matches it. The colors over here, they go together. I mean, they just do a good job of that. And that reminds me that I got to do that whenever I'm putting things together. Make sure I'm staying what they call on brand. Here's the text over here that you have to choose from. So they put together a few different arrays of text. So you can see this one has 3 different fonts at 3 different sizes. And to add it, all you gotta do is just click it and it'll go in there. And right now they are what you call grouped together. And that's a pretty common term and a pretty common thing that you would see on PowerPoint. So if I wanted to move all these together, I could do that. Or if I wanted to ungroup them, I just click right there, and it will allow me to move them individually. And then let's say I move them individually, I have them back where I want them, but I want to move all of them over there. Then I can actually click and highlight those that I want grouped, and then I could group them back together, and then I can move, you know, I grouped all of this, so I can move all of it. But that's pretty nifty. And you could actually change, whenever you click on that, you could change the size of this. You can change the color of it. You can change even the actual font type. So you can underline it. You can make it go to the left or go to the right. You can put the bullet points in there and reposition the spacing. And you can even position this like to the front or the back, just like you did with these. Another cool feature is you can make anything you click on, you can make it transparent. So let's say that I wanted to make her look a little bit more foggy, right, instead of bright. And then also with these, when you click on a picture, you have these different effects, and so you can add these different overlays to it that they give you, and it can make it look really cool. So let's say that you're wanting to give it a distorted look. You click on something like this and it'll chop it up for you, and if you don't like that, you could do this. You could put colors over it like that, and you can adjust those colors how you want. That wasn't doing a good job of showing it, so I just put the effects over here. Once you put that color filter on there, changes it a little bit, but you can put these little pieces on there, give it a different feel. You know, all the different things that you can do with this are pretty standard. You can adjust it individually with these. You can add a, you know, that vignette or whatever you want to call it, which gives it that hue. You can even crop it and make it smaller, or make it to where only parts of the photo show. And then you could flip it. You could flip it horizontally, or you could flip it vertically. I've had to do that before to make myself right-handed in a picture instead of left-handed. So they do have videos that you can add in. These are free videos. You can go down here and you can actually upload a video yourself, which I'm going to get to that in just a second. But you know, you click on it and you'll see that it starts moving. Then they have different backgrounds you could choose from. So I'll have to delete out some of these things so you can see it. But if I click on one of these backgrounds, it'll show up over here. And so it's got a number of different backgrounds you can choose from, which is pretty cool. Here's like a hodgepodgepreneur look. Pretty sweet. Uploads is where you come in and you upload your images or your videos, and then you can take those and insert them over here and do all the things I just showed you up there. You know, put the different effects on them and whatnot. So some of these, what I do is I edit them inside of PowerPoint, export that as a PNG, and then import it into here and then add it. And I know that's a lot, but so that's how I made this background gray. So this is what the original photo looked like, and I made it gray. So again, I'll do some stuff on that. I did upload a video just to show you that you can do it yourself. And then they have in the free version, so you can create folders in the pro version, the paid version, but in the free version you can keep up with the things that you purchased, and you can keep up with the photos or the things that you like. So let's say that there was one of these element things here that you liked, you could add it to your likes. So that's what that's for, things that you liked and things that you purchased. And so you can use the things you purchased over and over again. And you only paid $1 for it, so that's a pretty good deal. And then the things that you liked, sometimes something strikes some inspiration, but you don't have time to do it right now, so you save it, you know, and then you can get back to it. And then, you know, of course, it has all the stuff that you can link to. So you can link it to your YouTube, you can link it to your Facebook or your Instagram or your Google Drive, Flickr, you know, all these different platforms that you can link this to, so that whenever you're done with this, you can either download it. So these are all the different ways of downloading it: a PDF, a JPEG, a video. You can download it to your desktop right there and save it to your Google Drive or wherever you want to save it. Or you could actually use it to share a link with somebody you're going to collaborate with. You can make it a PowerPoint presentation. You can put it out on your Facebook page. You could put it to Twitter, or again, you could put it to YouTube. So that's pretty cool. So lastly, I'll show you some of the things I made. And so you can see, I forgot to mention this, you don't have to hit save. It automatically saves stuff for you, just like a Google Drive does. And so I was just working on this, showing you guys, and already it's in here. So if my computer would have shut down, or if I would have lost internet connectivity, it would have still saved. These were other ones where I was trying to do other screen shares and record this. So these weren't things I was working on, just examples. But here's some of my YouTube thumbnails. Right here, I made all of these on here. Here is the back brief synopsis I was telling you I gave a client. I did an 8-page PDF using the resume section. And then I used this to make this lead magnet here. So this is a 5-page ebook, and you can make up to, I believe, 25 pages on here. And so what I did was I created some videos, if you watch that, on business planning, and I made it to where you could download this free template. And usually what you would do with this, if it's a lead magnet, is you would give them this digital product for free. In exchange, they would give you their email address and agree to allow you to email them and solicit them. And that's how you grow your subscriber list, so that you can, when you're doing a launch of some sort, you have somebody to launch it to. I've used it for making things on Fiverr. Like I said, if you got a side hustle, this is good for that. And this is Facebook posts right here. I used this to make Facebook posts for a local not-for-profit for free a while back. And it's a veteran not-for-profit that takes vets out hunting. So I just did that for them to show them how they could do that and do it for free. So that's Canva in a nutshell. And like I said, I've only scratched the surface on it. We'll go more in depth on some other things.